All right, it's bare root fruit tree time of the year, and let's talk about selecting a bare root fruit tree for a 3-in-1 hole, high-density planting. First, when possible, try to select trees that are budded onto the same rootstock. This is not essential because ultimately pruning will be the way you're going to control the size of your tree. Rather, it at least gives you balance in the vigor of the rootstock. That's not to say that there's going to be an imbalance in growth in the variety that you choose. One variety may grow faster than another, and the rootstock ultimately won't have any control over that at all. Next, try to start with trees that are the same size. 3/8 inch and trees of similar size. 3/8 inch, 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch, or if you have to, 3/4. I say if you have to because I personally prefer the smaller caliber trees in high density planting. I think that they just take off that much faster. And with smaller caliber trees, whips, that means trees with no branches, are just fine for planting. Trees of calipers like 3/8 and 1/2 inch and 5/8 are all just cut back right to the knee. And these smaller caliper trees wake up and grow so fast to produce a wonderful canopy that they'll catch up with the larger caliper trees typically all the time. If larger caliper trees are all you have to choose from, I recommend that you choose trees that have well-developed lower scaffolding limbs. So if I have to deal with only 3/4 inch or above trees, larger calipers, then I like to take and select trees that have at least some lower lateral limbs. So that way, when I do plant it and cut it off the knee, I'll cut back these laterals by 2/3 so that I'll leave these as nurse limbs. These are limbs that will actually take and promote a burst of growth, give me a lot to work with in the spring pruning that I do. Here's an excellent example of the right size tree. These are all 1/2 inch trees, and they're all just almost identical on the same rootstock. 3 different varieties, ripening at 3 different times in the same hole.